Hey guys, welcome back to the layout. It's been a minute since I've done an update video, and you might be wondering what that is. Well, there was supposed to be an update video not too long ago about this, so that didn't happen because I haven't been able to paint it and finish it yet. That video will be coming later if I can remember where I put the footage. But I'm having some trouble with my airbrush, and I think I need to replace a part. So, until I can do that, we're going to be putting this project on hold, but it's a concrete facility, and the final thing that I'm adding to the inner yard. Another thing that's going to be happening at some point today is we're going to take that bridge apart, so that, well, here, let's go over to this side of it. Well, actually, no, we can do it right here. So, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera. Probably not, but the bridge is not even. It has a major amount of it is very cattywampus. And that's because about like halfway down, like right there, I think, is a place where it got bent. And originally, this whole structure on top was not there. It was just the bottom part of the bridge. And basically, I think back whenever that was the case, I think somebody might have bumped it or dropped it or something, because it's no longer straight. It's a little bit like bent out like that, just a little bit, just enough to make this structure getting added later a problem. And as you can see, you probably have been noticing in my videos, if the camera will focus, that is a window shade off of my Santa Fe -9, and this thing has consistently sheared off every sunshade that I have, to the point where I've quit running stuff through it, just because it's shearing that kind of stuff right off, you know. So we're going to go ahead today and dismantle the top portion of this bridge. I'm going to be replacing it, so don't worry. It's still going to look like that. I just have to figure out which, you know, the right length of bridge to put into here. And then we will, we're going to just replace the whole bridge so that it's not straight. It was originally designed as a lift-out bridge, so that should not be hard at all. See, like, this was a lift out, and then this is as well. We just move the rail joiners. Focus a little bit more, please. We just move the rail joiners back on either side and just pick it up. But it was kind of a pain, so we didn't do that much. But I think somebody ended up bumping it or something at some point because it's no longer straight. And it could have been any one of us. I'm not pointing fingers or anything. Point is that I'm just going to fix it. So we're just going to replace the bridge, but until we get the replacement, I need to take this top structure just off so that I can not have to deal with it, and so that I can run stuff a little bit more freely. And the other thing I've been doing is I've been working on ballast. For those of you who have not been able to figure it out, vast portions of this layout are unballasted, like all over the place. Granted, some of this was relatively recent, whereas some of this, like this bit here, I have done nothing to this. This is just like that bit. I've done nothing to that. I haven't messed with the ballast in that area at all. I've done a little bit over the years, but I haven't messed with those, you know, some areas like that ever. And that's just how they were left, you know, for the entire existence of this layout. But I've started to work on it a bit, so you can definitely see on camera here the difference that I've just been making. I've been sitting here for a while, and I've just been taking my finger along and just like getting this ballast. This is stuff that I had put down a while back, but getting this stuff off the ties a bit more, so it's uncovering the ties a bit more, and you can kind of see stuff better. Obviously I'll be cleaning the points later of the switch, but you can see the difference made. The outer loop I've already done from like here all the way to the tunnel, whereas the inner loop I haven't touched at all. And you can very, very clearly tell, you know, the ties on the outer loop are a whole lot more visible than the ties on the inner loop. So that's what I've been working on, guys, for the time being. So I will go ahead and continue, and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. I'm hopeful to, this ballast is very loose, I'm hopeful to go ahead and glue it down today if I can. If I don't have the stuff, then I'll do it another day. But at least you guys will see the progress. And then once I do that, I'm going to take some stuff and weather the track a little bit. It's far too late given the scenery to paint it, but I can still weather it a little bit. So I will be right back. And we'll probably be either checking on this again or dismantling that bridge. So I will be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so real quick, I just wanted to show you what I mean. If we carefully bring our SD40, nope, this is not a Dash 2, this is just an SD40. In theory, yep, there we go. So I don't know if you guys can tell what's going on there. But as you can see, I guess you guys can see that this side of the bridge is considerably closer to the engine than this side. It should be more like that, but it isn't, because the bridge was poorly built. So this beam here, I guess you guys really can't see it, but this beam here is like blocking. Let me see if I can show you guys better from up here. Yeah. So this beam here is blocking that sunshade right there. So every time an engine with a sunshade comes through, i.e. the Santa Fe Dash 9 that I have, which has had both of its sunshades forcibly removed by this bridge. Every time that happens, it just shears them right off. And then I have to glue them back on if I can find them. So what I want to do instead, as we back this guy up off the bridge, is I want to replace the bridge. It's very hard to tell, but there is a bend in it. It's warped in all kinds of the wrong directions, and I would like to fix that problem. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the power, and I'm going to remove the bridge, which I guess I'll show you guys just really quickly. This used to be a removable bridge section, so we can get to this inner hole here in the center of the layout. As you can see, there's no other way in except underneath of there, which is how I do it now. But that was originally the plan, and then we built this yard and then that little city extension. So this was all open at one time, and then we built all this, and this became no longer a lift-out bridge, although I still sometimes used it for better access to here in order to fix that turntable a couple times. So, but that's besides the point. I'm going to go ahead and remove the bridge, which again, if we come over here and if the camera will focus, we just all you do to do this is you just pull back the rail joiners and lift the bridge out. But it's a bit of a pain, which is why we were okay with building this expansion, because we knew this is a pain to deal with, and we're not dealing with it anyway. We're going underneath anyway. Which I'll bet anything, somebody going underneath and standing up too quickly and knocking into this thing is exactly why it is like that. Because it was like that before we built all this. This had to be built wrong in order to fit on the bridge at all. So, but I'm going to go ahead and remove it and replace the bridge with a straight one in the future. When exactly that is, I don't know. But it's time for it to come off so that I can film better videos without it. Unfortunately, that means it's removable. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I got the bridge out. It wasn't all that difficult. It's just annoying to have to do. Like, it was never convenient as a... Oh, come on. It was never convenient as a lift-out bridge. It was always a pain. This is just like a metal bar or whatever. For making sure that it doesn't sag too much whenever an engine comes on it. And I don't know why this strip of cardboard is right there, but I'm gonna leave it there because I don't actually know. I think it needed to be shimmed up a little bit. So here's the bridge over here, and all I'm gonna do is just very carefully try and remove all of these supports. I don't think anything is actually attached on these ends here. I think it's all like that. Unfortunately, my camera does not like to focus, though. It's hard to show, but I'm just going to try and remove all these supports very carefully, because I'd like to save the structure for whenever I replace the bridge. Maybe I can have, you know, the old bottom of the bridge and reattach it and use it as like a display thing or something. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's probably going to be a little bit of a process, so I don't want to show it on camera, so, and I'm trying to be careful here, so I will be back whenever that's done. Alright, guys, I got the top part separated from the main bridge here, and this is what this bridge was for years on this layout. It was just this, none of this, so this is going to be interesting going back to this, but I wonder if I can show you guys. It's a little hard to tell, but I think it's like right here. There's a bit of a bend in it. This bridge is very much bent. Not exactly sure how best shows it. I think you can see, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the bridge back on, and I will be right back. Alright, guys, there it is, back on the layout. Now this is how it was for years. Like the whole beginning of this layout, it was just like this. Nothing on top, just this girder bit down below that the track sat on. It was more or less functional than looked good, and it also was not yet weathered, which it is now. And I really love the weathering job on this, my grandpa did on this bridge, which is why I hate to take it down. But I have to, because it just doesn't work otherwise. So of course now, oh, other way please. Of course now, anything that I want to run down this bridge will easily be able to run down the bridge until I replace it, when it may get a little bit more interesting. Hopefully it won't get interesting at all. Hopefully it'll be just fine. Also, before I go ahead and leave y'all off, I have finished working on... I guess I won't be leaving y'all off quite yet, because I'll go ahead and glue this down later, but I finished getting all of the, like uncovering all of the ties, and I'm looking at this on camera and it looks... it honestly looks better on camera than it does in person, but it looks so much better, guys. Look at that. I got both tracks done. Looks a little weird over here, but that's fine. But it looks, especially like right here and like back over here, these curves, it looks so much better. So I will be doing that across the whole layout, everything that's been ballasted, stuff like over here and over there and all that stuff. and whenever I ballast all the stuff that is not ballasted, like this stuff over here that I've been working on. And for those of you who are wondering, this spot is still causing me problems. So I still can't run anything with 8 drivers, and I checked a little 080 steam engine that I have, and it still would not go. Like, it still got thrown off by this. So I'm thinking I don't want to do this, but I really don't want to fix this again. I'm debating whether or not I want to just say, all right, that's it. It's going to be a more or less dieselized, because diesels have no trouble here, dieselized inner loop. Aside from smaller stuff with 6 drivers like these two seem to work just fine, but this is just a problem, guys, and I just can't deal with it. It's getting on my nerves. I've fixed it a few times now, off camera even, and it's still causing me a lot of problems. So I'm not sure what to do with it right now. I'm just kind of thinking. So, but yeah, I will come back whenever I'm ready to glue this stuff down, and that's probably going to be it for today. So I will see you guys in just a second. When I got here today, this was full. This scenic cement was full. It's about full up to there now. And hopefully this is glued down enough. I did get it finished, I think. I may have missed a couple places, but I think it's good. And if you look at it on camera, it looks honestly a little bit better than in person, but I'm going to be coming back through with some paint. I'm going to painstakingly do each and every one of these ties and paint them myself. And go and paint the rails as well. Like, I'm going to go crazy with this and try and make it look as good as I can. Because this is really going to help bring stuff together. But I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that I did in fact get the ballast glued down. It's of course nighttime, and I'm about to head home, so I figured I'd go ahead and finish this up and record the last clip. It's drying now. Whenever I come back, it should be good. And for those of you worried about my switches, they should be the only issue I'm having is just getting my fat finger into there to switch it without interfering and not blocking the camera. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and leave you guys here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I can get the airbrush fixed. I was not able to find the box so that I could find the like exploded parts diagram and figure out what part it is that I need. So we'll see whenever I can get to this. I will, but that video will be coming later on. And we took the bridge down. So I think we accomplished plenty today. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that the like button down below. It really helps me out to know that that you guys are enjoying the content. If you have any suggestions for anything I should do on the layout, or you're doing this wrong or you're doing that wrong, I'm always trying to learn as much as I can, especially about model railroading. So if anybody has any suggestions, anything that you guys think that I'm doing wrong, or that I'm doing right, or whatever, I want to hear y'all's feedback, because it helps me learn. You know, that's how we learn, is hearing feedback from each other. So hopefully it's a little constructive. So, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here, and we will see you guys in the next one. Later.